Well, hi Aquarius, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for June's reading. So I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. So here we go for Aquarius. What does the universe want you to know? What can you expect coming up in your life? Any advice for Aquarius is always welcome. Universe, what's going on for Aquarius? What can they expect in coming up in their lives? Got a lot of cards. Put them out in order that they came out of the deck. Wow, you're walking right towards a whole new life cycle. Let me see if I have to turn any of these. Nope, they're all face up. Okay, here we go. So, Aquarius, the overall energy of your reading, the Eight of Pentacles. Focusing, building, working on your own security, your own stability, your own future, really putting your nose to the grindstone. This surrounds your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is you're like turning your back on love, and you're ready to walk towards something else. So you are on a journey. And this journey is leading you towards a place where you're just going to focus and work on yourself coming up. Building on your own future, your own security. You're walking right towards a whole new life cycle for you. So the world is at your disposal. And what you're going to decide to do is focus on you for a change. I think maybe you've been focusing on other people too much, and now it's your time, your turn. So next to the World card, I have the Five of Cups. You've been disappointed in love, disillusioned. Your cups got kicked over. That's why you're turning your back on love. That's why you're heading in another direction now. But there's still hope and love out there for you. So, right now your head is kind of like, I don't need it, been there, done that. Let's focus on something else. And that's exactly what you're going to do, is you're going to enter this new life cycle of focusing on you. So under the Eight of Cups is the Six of Pentacles. You were breadcrumbed. Someone threw your scales off balance. It's like you were giving, you were working, you were wanting to work on a relationship, but the other person was only breadcrumbing it. They weren't willing to put in the work that you were willing to put into a relationship. And I think that's why it didn't work out and why you had to turn your back on love and are entering a new phase in your life. On the other side of the Eight of Pentacles is the Sun. Here's your fresh start. Your new beginning. And guess what? It's filled with love and joy. Yeah. And there might be a child involved in this reading, because there is a child on the horse. This is right under your spilled cups of love. There is love out there for you too, being under that Five of Cups. This is not just a fresh start, new beginning, entering a new life cycle. There's also love out there, but I don't know how far out. Let me keep reading. I have the Four of Pentacles under the Six of Pentacles. You were kind of stuck in this relationship for a while, and you weren't moving anywhere. You were just like Groundhog Day, doing the same things over and over and over, being breadcrumbed day after day after day. And you were just kind of stuck in that relationship. At least you felt that way. And I have the Knight of Wands right next to the Four of Pentacles and right under the Eight of Pentacles. Well, it's hard for the other person to work and build on a relationship when they won't stick around. They just run in and out of your life. really with no regard except for their own needs. And they run in and they give you hope with that staff of passion. That keeps you kind of stuck, you know, in a relationship. And then, it's a staff of new beginnings and fresh starts. And then they run out with the staff of passion. So this is what kept you stuck, is you kept getting hopes, little bits of hope that this relationship would actually turn into something that you could both work on and both build together, but it wasn't working out that way. And you became aware, very much aware of what was going on. This is under the sun, right next to the Knight of Wands. So the Page of Swords, you put your sword up and you started really paying attention to the actions of the Knight of Wands. And you were also paying attention to how they were holding you back from this joyful and a loving and a fresh new start. So, yeah, very much on guard. And this is why, once you started really paying attention to what was going on here, you decide that you're going to move into this new life cycle on your own. Focus on you. You don't have to have somebody next to you to build a future. Not at the moment, but I think love is out there, though, with the way those two, oh, here it is. The way those two cards are stacked up right there, the Five of Cups and the Sun. Let's take out the rest of the cards we need. I need 4 more cards for Aquarius's reading, please, universe. Well, there they are. I think I got more than 5. Got 6 cards here. Okay. So, Aquarius. I have the 10 of Swords next to the 5 of Cups. This is the end of the disappointment, the end of looking at spilled cups and focusing on those. No, you're getting ready. You're moving into a new life cycle. This is the end of the pain, the end of the suffering, the end of a lot of things, and the beginning of a fresh start and a new beginning. 10 of Swords. Truth and clarity. I mean, down here, the Page of Swords, you have your sword up and you're really aware of the truth and the clarity of the matter of this relationship. And yes, you do put an end to it so that you can move forward. And looky here, there's that Ace of Swords. It is the truth. It is the clarity. And you probably even had a conversation with this coming up with the other person who ran in and out of your life, was very flighty and not grounded, about what you needed in a relationship and whether or not they could even be a part of that. And I think it was decided that you really come to your wits' end. You have that conversation and it doesn't satisfy you, that I can see. It's not the results that you really wanted, but it did help you to decide what you're going to do with your life, and that is move forward and focus on you. This is a card of feeling worn out, dragged through the mud, at your wits' end. The 9 of Wands. But looky here, there's the Ace of Cups. Okay, so it's the end of being disappointed in love, like I said, because there's a love offer waiting to come in for you in your new life cycle. Remember I said fresh starts, new beginnings with the Sun? But there's a lot of love and joy associated with that card. Here's the offer of love. There is an offer of love coming in, and you have a lot to offer. You have a huge cup that you could offer to the right person. You're not handing it out to the Knight of Wands anymore. I have the 2 of Pentacles right next to the Ace of Cups and right under the Ace of Swords. So this is confusion. This is like, you know, you had love for this person. You needed to talk to him. You got the clarity that you needed because you were on this roller coaster ride. I mean, the waters are rough. The ships are bouncing around. You got your pentacles of security and stability. Just like one day you'd think that, yeah, you think there's a future, and the next day you're like, no, I don't think so. And it just went on and on like that. And you were stuck. You got the 4 of Pentacles right here in that energy for a while. I have the 5 of Wands next to the 2 of Pentacles and under the 9 of Wands. Yes, this caused a lot of anxiety. It caused you stress, confusion, and really being up in your head. There might have been a little bickering going on, but this is mostly, you know, like mental stress, mental confusion. really at your wit's end on this until you get your truth and clarity about all the ups and downs that they brought into your life. Then I have the Seven of Pentacles right under the Ace of Cups and right next to the Page of Swords. This Ace of Cups is what you've been waiting for. There is a love out there which will come in your new life cycle. Now, I can't see who it is. It might be, my readings don't go past 6 months, so I'm thinking it's on the edge of the 6 months or just past sometime. But it looks to me like this offer, this love offer, that's what you've been waiting for. That you've been waiting and waiting for a relationship to come to fruition. It's like the bush has budded, but it hasn't blossomed. And you wait, and it just feels like forever. This is why you become so aware of this Knight of Wands action, and you became aware that they were holding you back from moving forward, and you just weren't going to have it anymore. You came to your wit's end. I have the Ace of Pentacles next to the Seven of Pentacles and under the Two of Pentacles. There is an offer here of security, stability, groundedness. This can be an offer of commitment. This is, this is everything that you really want in your life. And it's all because you decide to focus on you. You decide to just put your nose to the grindstone, start building your own pentacles. And it's that energy you're putting out to the universe that you're attracting what you're putting out right back at you. And so that offer, you got the Ace of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Ace of Pentacles in your reading here. So you were up in your head. This is the Nine of Swords, but you have the 10, which cancels this card out. But this is something that you went through. And all those swords of truth and clarity in your quiet times, they just kept going through your mind over and over and over. And until you finally had to come up with this conversation about what is going on in this relationship, all the anxiety, all the confusion. So the Swords of Truth and Clarity really did help you out as far as moving forward into this new life cycle. I had two other cards that showed up here. Aquarius, the King of Pentacles, they're all male or female, by the way, and the Devil. So the King of Pentacles, that is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. Also, the card for Capricorn is right next to the King of Pentacles. But the energy of this card, it's the Devil card, is toxic. The Knight of Wands was toxic energy. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. It's like the Knight of Wands was attached to someone or something else. That's why they kept flying in and out and were not stable in your life. But this is your energy here. You have your eye on the pentacle, and that is what you're after. That is what you want. Most of all is a solid and secure partnership, commitment with somebody so that you can move forward together. So it feels to me like that is coming in for you, definitely, with what I see here. But first, it looks like you need to move into this new life cycle and just start focusing on you and building your future, and the rest will follow. I'm going to take out a card from the angel deck, Doreen Virtue's angel cards here. And I'm going to see what the guardian angels and spirit guides have that they want you to know here. It may or may not go with the reading, but whatever it is, it's something they want you to hear. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle until they feel right. I'm doing one more. Okay, for Aquarius universe. And I'm also going to take out a Law of Attraction card for you this time for June. So, what does Aquarius need to know? Where is your card? I think it's right there. The Eight of Emotion. Now you can pause and you can read this card, but I am going to read it to you. So the Eight of Emotion, you feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you. and seek out your magical new life. Told you, you're entering a new life cycle here. It's going to be filled with magic. We have 3 aces over here that's coming in this new life cycle. So let's take out a law of attraction card, and let's see what Abraham, the group of entities that channel through Esther Hicks, let's see the message they have for you, Aquarius. What else do you need to know? One more shuffle. For Aquarius, take the cut. Right there. If I can get a hold of it, I will take it. Worrying about illness can create more illness. That's the message, and I'm going to read it to you of what Abraham has to say about that. When you give your attention to something, your potential for attracting it is increased. The more vivid the details, the more likely you are to attract it into your experience. And so, any negative emotion you feel while observing something is your indication that you are negatively attracting. So what it's saying here is, if you find yourself thinking negative thoughts about something that you really want in life, switch it to thinking the positive thoughts about what you really want in life. Imagine it as really happening and how you would feel and how you would accomplish it, and so forth. Think the positive thoughts anytime you catch yourself on the negative side, so that you can attract it right into your life. So Aquarius, this was your reading, and thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.